Hello to a new video. Today is Wednesday, 24th of May 2017. It is 1651 Central European time. This video is about what happened earlier tonight, or this morning actually, at around 4 a.m., 4:30 thereabouts. They were bringing their ridiculous war game again, this time a little less ridiculing as recently, as I recorded in the video just a few days ago or something. This a little less ridiculing than that, but more to an actual simulated extent. When I came across a way to basically win it and end it for good. I want to explain to you what I did and what happened thereupon, so you pay attention. Yesterday evening, I was working on plans of restructuring the city of Vienna in Finland for real, not in some stupid scenario, but in Finland for real. And should you care, the northeastern parts of what is called Vienna, those beyond the Danube, will actually be made their own little city. Not all that little, because there's about 350,000 people there, and it probably might get a few extra little hamlets from further north added to it. So that'll be a little twin city to Vienna on the other side of the Danube, but it will no longer be part of actual Vienna, but therefore south of current Vienna, some of the districts will be included to form another 23 district total Vienna, just that the old 21st district and the old 22nd district will be taken out of Vienna and become their own city, and in the south instead a new 21st and 22nd will be formed, blah blah blah. None of that is of the issue of this video of importance. I just want to explain to you how I came across that notion of what I did. So I planned Vienna's restructuring yesterday evening, and then at night, 4 a.m. in the morning, they really brought on their stupid war game again. And what I did, I want to explain what I did. What I did, because I am Prime Minister of Finland, and they have me, they understand that I am in that war game, in that virtual direct war game that they play. As such, they have to accept that I am not just Prime Minister, but because or due to the fact that there will only be elections once they are guaranteed to be free of interference of inhumane technology, there will only be free elections come the complete and utter liberation of mankind from any Fex Mundi and all of inhumane technologies to go fuck minds, and so on and so forth. Which means for the time being, not just am I Prime Minister, I am also every other specific minister. You know, I'm not just those that I automatically am, such as Minister of Treasury, but I am also all the other ministers of the government. I am at the same time naturally thus also acting mayor of Vienna, because there has never been a Finland free official election for mayor of Vienna. So I am also, understand this, mayor of Vienna, okay? And as such, I can do with Vienna city limits whatever I fucking please, because the routines they work on their absolutely insane and obscene little war game are routines that are aimed at trying to prevent any kind of changes to the higher borders, right, to the nation borders. I changed Vienna city borders, which was nothing at all subjected to any kind of blocking, sabotaging mechanism that they work in their fucking virtual scenario. What I did was I expanded Vienna's city limits to engulfing the entire world. I expanded Vienna's city limit to engulf the entire world, everything. And as Vienna is defined as the capital of Finland, that means the whole world became Finland. And that means all the other nations were not conquered, they made poof, so to speak. That is what I did. That was perfectly doable in that simulation that they run. There was no mechanism preventing that, and it actually took place in that war game of theirs. Okay, I want you to understand that. I did not expand Finland to engulf the world, I expanded Vienna's city limits to be a city engulfing the whole world. The whole world is one city, namely Vienna. And as Vienna is defined as the capital of Finland, the whole world is Finland. Not in reality, mind you. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about their mind game. In reality, The borders of Finland are known. I made countless videos and so on. There's documents, read about them. We're talking about that stupid war game that they're playing and have me dragged into. In their war game, I expanded Vienna city limits to engulf everything. And thus everything was Vienna, and thus everything was Finland, and thus nothing left else than that. At all. There were no other countries. At all. Nor were there embassies of other countries, because there cannot be embassies of other countries in Vienna because there are no other countries, okay? It was just Finland. I actually completely and utterly conquered their stupid little war game. I ended their stupid little war game. And it worked in the mechanisms. I witnessed it working. I do want to point this out. Now what happened next was, as I couldn't sleep, I took a little walk and then came back at, I don't know, I think it was 6 in the morning already, and then I went to bed and I woke up at, I think, 1400 hours or something with semi-sleep only, but so be it. And only to find out that they had refreshed all the torture routines and that they had actually undone the changes in this stupid little war game of theirs. And here it's getting interesting. Because you see, you need to understand, as I explained, they are ridiculing the concept of war game. To such an extent, a whole lot of that is bitch queenery. Right? That it's not a war game, it's a peace game. Let me point something out. What I did was perfectly logical. Not logical, sorry. See, you might say, well, wait a minute, you can't expand a city in a country to be beyond the country borders. How would that work? That is illogical. And right there, when you say that is illogical, that system that they run, that stupid game that they run, would make, we don't practice logic here. Okay? You're absolutely right. Of course you cannot expand in real life and subjected to logic, you cannot expand a city to be beyond a nation. Right? Any city in a nation cannot be expanded beyond the nation borders. But not in their game. Because nothing in their game at all could block it, because they cannot argue in that game with illogicality, allegedly. Because they outlawed, best as they could, any kind of logic, just because they can't hear it anymore, because the merest copies of absolute nobodies out there that they enslave for all of their virtual shit constantly give them shit about how it doesn't make sense, how it's illogic, and they just can't hear it anymore. And their absane fax mundi minds cannot stomach logic. Their brains are so defect, biologically, genetically defected, that they cannot stomach logic. So they detest logic with a vengeance. And they cannot argue that that was illogic. Hence it was allowed. And I knew that. I overcame all of their insane and absane mechanisms by utter brilliant intellect, by utter sanity, namely by expanding the Vienna city limits to be the entire world. And that is plausible. Cities grow all the time. Cities next to one another grow till they touch up and become one larger city and so on. It's perfectly plausible that you'd have a city spanning the whole world. There's nothing to speak against that. It's the whole world, all of whole world being defined as everything in their fucking scenario was defined, namely everything, meaning even the our Martian colony virtual crap shit of theirs and whatnot. Everything was the city of Vienna, and I was its mayor, and at the same time Prime Minister of Finland. But Finland was only Vienna because Vienna was everything. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? I utterly, with brilliant intellect that only the prime protector of mankind, the sanest man ever, can muster, overcame their insanity and absanity. And I utterly conquered. Take note, Bonnie Fuck, down the lines of credential. He thinks he can conquer the world, yes. Yes, Bonnie Fuck. That's your credentials. If 2017 so far, 2016, 2015, 14, 13, and my entire life previous are not enough credentials. Right this morning, I fucking conquered their entire shit. With a brilliant, sane mind. They undid it again, because they don't like it. See, what they do is, they work mechanisms that prevent somebody from ever winning. Because they don't want anyone to ever win. Right? They have hijacked what they used to utilize as the Warhammer 40k background of a grim future of only eternal war into a grim future of only eternal peace, and that they are barred from actually rivaling their existing border states, right? States as in the state of how the borders run amongst the nations. I didn't touch those. I touched the city limits. See the fucking brilliance? And once more, it worked. And here it's getting interesting, because the bitch queens might say, yes, but it's not a war game, it's a peace game. And people like you can do nothing about it. Whoa! I adapted expanded city limits. That is an administrative step taken. That is not at all, in any way, shape, or manner, an act of war. Changing Vienna city limit is something that I am allowed to, because I am the Prime Minister of Finland, and as the only official politician, at the same time, thus I am also the Mayor of Vienna, and as the Mayor of Vienna, I may change Vienna city limits however fucking much I like it, because the only person who might object is the Prime Minister of Finland, but oh wait, that's me, and I'm not gonna object. So there I did it. And you fucking bitch queens with your peace game cannot object that, because I committed absolutely no act of war. None whatsoever. So what they did at first, I thought, when I realized 1400 that they had fucked it all up again, I thought they had cheated. But it actually occurred to me, I mean, see, they have cheated in the past constantly. The rules of the game are really that there are no rules other than that if you're Fex Mundi, you're allowed to happily cheat. If you're not, you're not. That's basically their rules. But you see, the funny thing about cheating is, and that holds universally true throughout the fucking universe, whether you're fucking human or whether you're fucking inhuman Fex Mundi, is that you can only cheat while the game is on. It doesn't fucking matter if you have 3 aces up your sleeve. If you're too fucking stupid to pull them out in time, there ain't no point in dragging them out of your sleeve 10 hours later. The game is over. I ended that game. I conquered everything to such an extent that no enemy was left. They all were Vienna, thus they all were Freiland. There was no one left out there who at all was anything other than Vienna/Freiland. There is no enemy. And furthermore, if you say, well, okay, well, maybe we don't want a war game, we don't want a peace game, we want some hybrid. That isn't quite either. Ask any mayor, be it orally or via peeking into their minds, any mayor of a reasonably large city out there, and he will swear to you that a city is that hybrid between peace and war. Which means that what I created was that hybrid too, if that's your definition of the game. So what you fuckers did, Fex Mundi, you Fex Mundi fuckers, you didn't cheat. You actually turned off the thing and went back to some safe state and restarted the entire shit over. You did not cheat, because that game was over, and it was over in such a manner that no rematch would have been possible, because there was no one left in the entire war, peace game, whatever the fuck you call this, you stupid, useless fucking idiots of Fex Mundi, where enemies could have arisen again. Secession is only possible prior to the point of something being global. Once something is global, you can no longer secess, whatever the verb is. Secession is only possible before it's global. I made fucking Vienna global. Once at that point, there cannot be secession. Oh, we declare independence from it. No, because there is nothing left that you could declare independence into. It is all Vienna in that virtual fucking stupid game of theirs. Once more, not in real life. In real life, Vienna is Vienna. I am working on restructuring Vienna to the extent that I explained at the beginning of the video. This is their stupid game. I want you to understand that. I, once more, completely and Sorry, screensaver again. I once more completely and utterly conquered their game. And the willing executioners keep that information from all of you fucking Fex Mundi. From all of you. They keep this information. And especially Bonnie / Prince Charles, your willing executioners keep this information from you. There have been similar such situations previously, though of this magnitude of me absolutely, overwhelmingly, infinitely dominating and winning, and them outright choosing to ignore it and reset to shit earlier because they know they fucked it up. Something of that magnitude has not happened since 2013, before I deleted the virtual app in my head. Back then, I still had the virtual app. They shoved stupid delusional scenario after scenario at me, namely such that they perceived unsolvable. And I solved every single fucking scenario after the other of their unsolvable scenarios. And that made them scream in fucking agony. And they cheated best as they could. They force manipulated the scenario app. They didn't let it work as it would and me solving it. They actually fucked up the scenario app. Well, I don't have no scenario app anymore. And this shit yesterday is the biggest such success ever since 2013. I ended it all. You are completely deluding yourself if you believe anything other than that. I and my sane mind overpowered and conquered into nothingness your fucking obscene, insane world order shit. And your own willing executioners keep that from you. What I want you to understand was the mechanism I utilized, a mechanism possible because the arguing against it that would be illogical is barred. Because they ban and bar logic. Only that is why it was possible. And I understood that it was possible, and I did it, and it worked. I witnessed it working. They canceled and ended the game. The game ended itself. It was over then. This was them setting back to an earlier state. That is how badly they fuck you up. And I want you to understand that this sick game that they're running out there and this virtual simulation of theirs is not supposed to ever have a winner. This is supposed to go on and manipulate all of you fucking idiots who has objected to it without ever understanding into completely annihilating all mankind. That's the goal of this shit. Because this is done by the fucking Jehovah's Witnesses and with the fucking bitches in their background. They want this shit to go on forever. And yesterday, I ended it. Bunny fuck, take note. Understand that your willing executioners keep this knowledge and information from you.